TAG Heuer built its identity through speed, not inherited aristocracy, not quiet exclusivity, but the raw, measurable thrill of time pushed to its limits. Founded in 1860 by Eduard Heuer in Saint-Imier, Switzerland, the company was born during an era when precision was becoming essential to modern life. Railroads were expanding, industrialization was accelerating, and the measurement of time was no longer philosophical. It was practical. From the very beginning, Heuer focused on innovation. In 1887, the brand patented the oscillating pinion, a breakthrough in chronograph construction that is still used in mechanical chronographs today. That invention alone positioned the company not merely as a watchmaker, but as a technical pioneer. But TAG Heuer's true differentiation emerged when it aligned itself with competition, especially motorsport. In the early 20th century, Heuer became known for producing dashboard timers and stopwatches used in automobiles and aircraft. When racing evolved into a global spectacle, Heuer was already there, timing laps, measuring fractions of seconds, embedding itself into the adrenaline of the track. Unlike traditional Swiss messens that leaned on aristocratic patronage, Heuer leaned into velocity. The 1960s marked a defining chapter. Jack Heuer, great-grandson of the founder, understood something profound. Motorsport was not just a sport, it was culture. Drivers were heroes, cars were mechanical art, and racing symbolized risk, precision, and rebellion. In 1963, the Carrera was introduced, named after the dangerous Carrera Panamericana road race. It was clean, legible, purpose-built for drivers. Then in 1969 came the Monaco, one of the world's first automatic chronographs, and radically modern with its square waterproof case. It broke conventions in design the same way racing broke conventions in speed. But the Monaco became immortal for a different reason. In 1971, Steve McQueen wore the Heuer Monaco in the film Le Mans. He insisted on wearing the same brand as professional driver Joe Siffert to maintain authenticity. That decision fused Heuer with cinematic cool. The image of McQueen, blue racing suit, Gulf livery, square chronograph on his wrist, became one of the most powerful branding moments in watch history. It wasn't paid influencer marketing. It was organic mythology. While other brands told stories of heritage salons and royal courts, Heuer told stories of burning rubber and split-second timing. However, the quartz crisis of the 1970s nearly destroyed the Swiss mechanical industry. Heuer struggled financially and was eventually acquired by Technique's d'avant-garde TAG in 1985, becoming TAG Heuer. The merger injected capital and repositioned the company for a new era. The strategy evolved, but the core remained: performance. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, TAG Heuer deepened its relationship with Formula One. The brand didn't merely sponsor teams. It became synonymous with the sport. Partnerships with McLaren and ambassadors like Ayrton Senna amplified the message. The watches were sporty, bold, and relatively accessible compared to hot horlogery houses. This was luxury with momentum. When LVMH acquired TAG Heuer in 1999, the brand entered another transformation phase. Backed by one of the world's largest luxury conglomerates, TAG Heuer leaned into youthful marketing, innovation, and broader accessibility. Campaigns featured athletes, actors, and global personalities. The message was clear: success is measured in seconds. Unlike brands that relied heavily on aristocratic lineage or ultra-complicated watchmaking, TAG Heuer focused on chronographs, racing DNA, and dynamic design. Even when the brand experimented with avant-garde pieces like the Monaco V4 or high-frequency chronographs capable of measuring 1/100th or 1/1000th of a second, the narrative was always about precision under pressure. The introduction of the TAG Heuer connected smartwatch further illustrated this philosophy. Rather than resisting modernity, the brand embraced it, framing technology as a continuation of its timing legacy. It was not abandoning mechanical tradition. It was redefining performance for a digital generation. What makes TAG Heuer strategically fascinating is that its identity does not depend on centuries-old aristocratic associations. Instead, it depends on cultural alignment with speed, competition, and measurable achievement. Motorsport became its mythology. Precision became its language. Youthful ambition became its tone. In luxury, differentiation is everything. Many brands speak about heritage. Few speak about velocity. TAG Heuer chose a niche, racing, and committed to it relentlessly over decades. That niche transformed into identity. The lesson is powerful. Enduring brand equity is not built by trying to appeal to everyone. It is built by aligning deeply with a specific world and owning it completely. TAG Heuer did not simply make watches. It timed revolutions in speed. It measured human limits. It captured cinematic cool. And in doing so, it demonstrated that performance itself can be heritage. If you enjoyed this story, follow our channel for more stories about the great watch brands that shaped history. And stay with us as we explore the strategy, innovation, and identity behind the icons of horology.